Hey everybody! I think that I am here. Yay! Okay, so I am going to open up the comment section on my computer right now so that I can...
Here he goes.
Total control.
So dynamic.
100%.
So dynamic.
100%.
So dynamic.
100%.
So dynamic.
100%. Do you guys hear that like cheering? Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. Someone who has gone live before, tell me if that's normal. It's not coming off of my laptop. I haven't even pulled it up on my laptop yet. It's not coming off of my laptop. I haven't even pulled it up on my laptop yet. It's not coming off of my laptop. I haven't even pulled it up on my laptop yet. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no, this is not good. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Hold on. This is so cringy. 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 My laptop is muted. It's been muted this whole time. My laptop is muted. It's been muted this whole time. My laptop is muted. It's been muted this my laptop is muted. It's been muted this my laptop is muted. We're gonna start over. I'm going to stop this live. We're gonna start over. I'm going to stop this live. We're gonna start. Okay, I just turned the volume down on my phone completely. Tell me if that did anything. Has it stopped? Okay, we're okay. I'm so sorry, you guys. What the heck? That was so weird. This is my first time going live on YouTube, and it's very different than Instagram. Like, this is just much more stuff going on. So, hi everybody. Welcome to my first ever YouTube live. I'm very excited to have you guys here. I'm sitting in my regular spot because I didn't know like where else to sit. So yeah, this is where I am. How are you guys doing? Tell me what's up. I have my comments pulled up now, so hopefully I should be able to see them. So if I look off to the side, that's what's going on. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see who's here. Okay, I see a lot of familiar faces. Hello, everybody. Wow, okay. So tell me if you guys have any questions, if you want to talk about anything. Yeah, so I'm just here. I just came back from yoga, and I have been getting back into sort of fitness things, trying at least, and it's been really good. And I just realized my water is up here. Hold on, I'm very thirsty. I'm a very parched girl. So anyway, that's what I came back from, and I took a shower, and now here I am. I tried out the Lush, the Lush shampoo bar for the first time, and it was interesting. I've never used a shampoo bar before. It kind of made my hair feel a little bit dry, but okay, I don't think we want to hear about my hair. Okay, hello everybody. I see we have some people from Wisconsin, California, Canada. Hello everybody. So the window that I'm facing right now, this is east facing window. But I have my ring light on currently. So that's why it looks like it might be brighter in here than it actually is. Because it's very dark in my house. So, do we want to see Leo? Do we want to see Leo? He's down here. Leo had his first vet appointment today ever. Well, actually he had one previous, but that was the emergency vet for something so silly. But we went today for like his regular check-in, and it was really great. So let's see if he'll come up here. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh yeah, come say hi. Come here. Aww. Oh my goodness. Say hi to all your friends. Aww. Okay, I'm seeing some questions. Can a Monstera survive in a north-facing window? No. Well, yes, it can survive, but it probably won't be very happy, and you probably won't have big leaves and fenestrations like this one. This one lives in an east-facing window, and these leaves are really big. I got the plant when it was pretty mature as it is, but all of these leaves right here and a few over there are all new, so there's lots of new growth on it. Okay, let's see, what do we have? So Leo is a cockapoo, or you know, that's what we think, and based on photos of other cockapoos and like his demeanor, I would agree that he is a cockapoo. He has like the loyalty of oh my god, did you guys just see that moment? He has the loyalty of a Cocker Spaniel and the like smarts of a poodle, you know what I mean? Like the good things of both kinds of dogs. So yeah, he's a really good boy. And we went today because he's been having some issues with fleas, and we got him on some medicine and just stuff like that. So hopefully that should clear up really soon because it's been a bit of a mess. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of questions about this guy. Let's see. So this Monstera right here is staked and then tied together. There's not a moss pole on it, although I have considered putting like a trellis in it. At this point, it's probably too mature for a single moss pole, but it would probably do well on like a huge trellis. This plant is so big, I've honestly considered getting rid of it. It's a fleeting thought, I promise, but yeah, it's just so big that it's hard to find a place in my house for it because my apartment is just kind of small. So when I move into another place, it'll be a little bit easier to think like longer term how I want it to grow, but it would be really great for it to start growing up. Right now it's just growing bushy and together. But yeah, so I have a couple of like Monstera delicioso like this that I keep all like fashioned in very tightly. I don't let them go crazy. I think both of my parents are here. Hi, Mom and Dad. Oh, that's my mess. Here we go again. Okay, so in light of all of this, hold on, this just got all messed up because Leo. Okay. I don't know how I can get this to be secure again. Okay, so I'm seeing questions. You know, like the parts of your house that you don't want people to see? You guys just saw one of those parts of my house. It's not super embarrassing. It's just this bed is not made and there's just a bunch of stuff on it right now. Oops. Okay. I just saw somebody ask, hold on, I'm like kind of sidetracked. I'm trying to get this tripod back together here. Somebody asked if I have my conch pierced, and I do have my conch pierced, and I've thought about getting another ear piercing. I really like ear piercings. I don't really have tattoos, but I do like ear piercings a lot because they feel less permanent. A little bit more able to like get rid of them if you want. So let's catch up on questions. The conch piercing, it definitely hurt. It was not painless by any means. And it didn't heal for probably over a year, to be honest with you. When it started to heal better, I actually started sleeping in a neck pillow. And so my ear wasn't compacted because I'm a side sleeper. And it's just kind of not great for healing if you're a side sleeper for ear piercings. Okay, how many plants do I have Spagna Moss on? So, I don't have any of my plants like living in Spagna Moss, but I do use quite a few moss poles from Spagna Moss. Like I have quite a few moss poles around my house. I can see 3 just in my like view right now, and then I would say total I have like 7 or 8. Okay. I just started getting into Leca, but I don't know how to start or what I need. So Adamnotdude is here right now. You should click on his name, and he has a lot of really great videos going up right now about Leca and how to get started and things like that. So you should definitely check out his channel if you don't follow him already. He shares a lot of like the nutrients information and like how to get it started, how to transfer plants, stuff like that. So if I ever decide to do that, that's what I'll probably do. Okay. So what's with tiny water drops on a pothos? Okay. Sometimes your plants will sweat, for lack of a better term, like perspirate, and especially after you water them, you might find like drops of water on like this tip right here. That's totally normal, and it happens to a lot of my plants, like especially Monstera. I think just like aroids are like that can happen with from like 2 aroids. Sorry. Can you guys hear Leo down here chewing on his stick? If you can hear it, let me know and I will take it away from him. Okay. Do I have any, oops, we just jumped. Do I have any plans for other merch? I do have plans for other merch. The thing is, you have to, so I want to do tote bags. I'm going to tell you guys because it kind of, not that I understand why people do it, but sometimes it bothers me when people are like, I can't tell you. So anyway, I'm like, there are certain things that I probably would keep under wraps, but there are certain things where I'm like, why would I keep that a secret? So anyway, I'm planning on working on tote bags because I think that they're like pretty universal. You can use them as grocery bags. You can use them as like plant dropping bags. You can just use them for a lot of different things. So I'm currently figuring that out, but because my logo has like, I think my logo has like 5 or 6 different colors. It might be a little bit expensive to get all of the colors on the bags, but I do want to do that. So I don't know, I'm looking through the idea of tote bags. And you also have to buy a lot of tote bags, like 250 minimum from the company that I want to go through. So it's a bit of an investment, which I'm happy to do if I know that there's an interest. But yeah, I kind of want to just like think on it for a little bit, maybe 1 more month of AdSense or something like that, and then I'll do that. But I am definitely thinking about more merch. I'm thinking about merch not necessarily in physical objects as well, like some online e-products, if that makes sense, like little guides and little like recipe cards for soil. I don't know, just stuff like that I've been thinking about, and that would be more on me to get that done. Okay, so my biggest window is an east-facing window. Is that enough light for high and direct light? Yeah, so east windows are my favorite kinds of windows. I've talked about this quite a bit. I love east windows, are my favorite, and they're also like east exposure is one of the best like sun exposure for plants because it's really bright, but it's not super hot. So that's why I like it a lot. So east is definitely good. Be careful though, because sometimes east exposure can burn your plants. This plant has been burned from east exposure. Let me show you. Oh, how can I turn this around without taking out everybody else? Oh. Okay, maybe we are not going to show you her sunburn. I'm not going to show you the sunburn because that's going to be a lot. Sorry. Okay. I keep jumping down. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up here. Okay. Everybody is saying that they don't want to be responsible for taking Leo's bone away. That's so funny. Does your dog chew on their bone on top of you? Because Leo will chew on, he doesn't have a bone. It's kind of like a yak stick. I don't even know what it is, but someone recommended it for being like a long lasting good chew for him because he loves to chew on things. And he chews on it on top of my leg, which is so annoying. Hey Jim, welcome. I'm seeing so many familiar names and I'm like scared to say your screen names because I know that might be a strange thing. But I'm seeing so many familiar names that I see in my comment section. So hello, welcome. I'm really happy that you're here. Should humidity stay consistent or can I turn my humidifier off at night? I would suggest keeping it consistent up to a certain point. Like you want the humidity to sit at, for a lot of plants, you would want it to sit at 50 or 60 or above consistently. So with my bathroom, like my bathroom is a really high humidity situation. It does naturally drop in the evening. I like see that on the little scale that I have, but typically it does stay above 50%, even if it does fluctuate. Okay. Logo in black and white. That is true. That is definitely true. I would consider doing the logo in black and white. It's not too much more to have all the colors. I just don't know if it would print very well on canvas. That's mostly my my issue here. So we'll see. I definitely want to do a tote, but would 250 people buy a tote? I don't know. That's the thing that I'm going through right now. Like, do I want to commit to this? Because that's like a really big, that's a really big stock of merch to have. Because I ordered like 100 stickers and I haven't sold out of them yet. So, and I did see a question about a new sticker, and I do have a new sticker coming. I need to figure out how to get it on the website. I've like halfway gotten it on the website. So the person that asked that question, help. I think I have it mostly figured out, but I would like to, okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys. It is since you guys are my live fam, you guys are here, I wanted to share with you guys that I have a new sticker coming out, and it's going to be Leo's face. Just Leo's face. And it's the cutest photo of him ever. Like literally the cutest photo I've ever seen of him. I took the photo and made it into a sticker, and you guys are going to be able to grab that. But I want to use part of the proceeds for those stickers to donate to the organization that we adopted him from. So I'm just looking at like how that is possible. Thank you, Abigail. It's like halfway on, but anyway, we'll talk about that later. So yeah, I want to give back to the place that we adopted him from because it's a really great organization and I like really believe in what they do. Basically, it's called SAFE, Saving Animals from Euthanasia, and I'm not sure if they source, that's a weird thing to say about animals, but I'm not sure if they source all of their animals from Mexico, but they basically save animals from euthanasia, literally what the title of the organization is. And Leo was basically on death row in Mexico because they just don't hold dogs as long as other places, probably because there's so many. So he was on death row basically, and he was saved, which is amazing that he was. And so the organization brings dogs over quite a bit. So yeah, I really want to do that because I really love what they do. So stay tuned for that. Maybe I'll have that ready by next week. I have the stickers and I've sent out a few, like to a few people, and we've gotten some nice reviews off of that. So I feel like I'm caught up. If you asked me a question and I didn't answer it, you should ask it again and then I'll be able to see it. Oh, have I ever grown plants from seed? Not yet, but I have an ongoing project on my YouTube channel that, you know, it will be going up soon. Okay, he's not trying to leave. He's just throwing his toy around. Or maybe he's trying to leave. Leo, what do you want to do? Did you guys just see him throw that? Go get it. Go get it. It's like a maze getting through underneath all my equipment that I have set up here. Okay, back to what I was saying. Sorry, squirrel brain. So, yes, I do have a seed starting thing happening on my channel. I am going to be starting houseplants from seed. So I'm excited to try that out. I've never done it before. I have started seeds before for like flowers and it went really well. I started them inside and it went pretty well. I'm assuming that it'll be really similar, but I have a greenhouse and I'm probably gonna grow them in there. Yeah, okay. So I think our questions are back. I saw a question for good places to buy cactus online. To be quite honest with you, I don't know. I mean, there is a subscription box for cactus called Succulents Box, and they've sent me a box of plants before, and they were really, really nice cactus, and I still have them. So that's a place to go. But other than that, let me know if you guys want to see a video on that, because I would like to try that out, because I'm not always going to live here. I've never bought cactus online besides that like thing. But yeah, so I would be interested in checking that out. And a lot of nurseries will sometimes send plants if they like are active on social media, but a lot of nurseries don't have a very great social media presence, which is kind of sad, but hopefully that will catch up eventually. Okay. I see a question, where are most of my viewers from? So I'd say half are from 60% are from I was about to say from U of A. That's where I went to school. What the heck? Half of them are from the US. A good chunk are from Australia, and another good chunk are from like England. Lots of like English speaking countries, because I speak English, obviously. And I'm not sure how great the translations are in the closed captions for other languages, because I don't speak them. So let's see about that. So yeah, I also have quite a few people from Indonesia that follow me, which is really cool. Indonesia and Philippines. And there's like, okay, I'm gonna stop on that, because sometimes I can just talk and no one really cares. How many plants do I have, and what is my rarest plant? I have, oh gosh, I counted for a video. I think I have like 130, counting every single plant, like outside and inside. Pam just hits me with the I care. Thank you. We can talk about analytics later. So yeah, I think I have around 130 total, but I did lose a few to spider mites, and then I added a few, so yikes. I think I'm just back up to my normal number. And then my rarest plant, I don't have any botanically rare plants besides this one. It's called Geometricans tephro cactus, I think. I showed it in my haul video from Plants for the Southwest. And so if we're talking about just like uncommon or like expensive plants, I have quite a few anthurium, you know, I don't know. I have plants that I thought were rare, and then I was like, actually, they're probably just more expensive than rare. So I'm trying to like reframe my mind. Okay. Let's see. Is my maiden name Italian? No, my maiden name is Spanish. The language that it's derived from is Spanish. So I think my side of the family is like obviously like Hispanic Latino, that my last name comes from. So my dad's side of the family is Hispanic Latino. So that's where De La Paz comes from, and I really like that name. I actually am keeping it. I'm hyphenating. I still haven't changed my name. I was married like in June, and there just keeps being things that are pushing it off. Like first it was traveling. I like my passport was in my maiden name, or we booked a flight with my maiden name, and then now it's taxes. And when it's not those things, it's like trying to leave work to do that, because I've heard it takes a really long time and it's a lot of process to change your name. But I'm trying to reframe my mind in that as well and start using my like new last name. But it's difficult to change your name and like have this sudden like identity shift. Like suddenly I'm not De La Paz anymore and now I'm my new last name, which maybe some of you know, but I don't want to announce it. So yeah, I'm learning. I'm definitely learning. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't speak Spanish well enough to be super confident to speak Spanish, but I've lived and grown up in a very like predominantly Spanish speaking region of the United States and Arizona in general, so I can get by pretty well, but I'm just not very confident in speaking. But there have been times where I've just like had a conversation and walked away and been like, I just was speaking Spanish and I feel like I don't know Spanish. So I tried to learn French for 4 years and still know, you know, enough, but I'm definitely not bilingual in anything, which makes me sad because I really wanted that. And it's not too late, but it is much harder to learn after a certain age. And being a person who has studied linguistics, I am just hyper aware of how difficult it is to learn a language after like age 5. So my kids, I'm like wanting to send to bilingual school or something, like teach them super early so that they can speak multiple languages, because that's so important, I think. And it does really great things for your brain. And I did not have that. So, okay. Do I dip my cuttings roots into rooting hormone before putting it in soil? I don't put rooting hormone on my plants if it already has roots on it. I only put them on if there are no roots. Hey Lexi! One of my friends from Not Plants is here. Welcome. Yeah, so I don't use rooting hormone unless there are no roots. If there already are roots, I just leave it. Something that you could use instead of rooting hormone is also cinnamon. I forgot to say that in my video from yesterday. One of the uses of cinnamon is also to like activate growth. And I totally forgot to say that. I'm realizing that there was so much that I forgot to say in, I forgot that, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked looking at the comments. I forgot that there was so much more that people suggested or that I even do. So like to put in that video, and I realized it during editing that I missed like an entire category, and yeah, so those are just the things that you realize when you sit down and listen to yourself talk for like 10 hours. You realize like all the mistakes you made. So I'm planning on doing a part 2 on like household plant items, because I think a lot of people really enjoyed that, and I think that that is very, very helpful. Lots of those things, whoa, Leo, watch out. You're gonna show everybody our mess. Yeah, lots of those things were super helpful for me, and like I'm gonna use so many of them. Okay, so we're talking about Spanish accents. Yeah, I feel like I do okay with the Spanish accent. It's the French accent that is so hard for me, because your mouth literally, like your face hurts after you speak French for a long time, because you just like have to make like so many different shapes with your mouth and like tighten your face in certain places that is just not natural in like American English. So I would just die to hear Rachel do like speaking Spanish or something. Do speaking Spanish. Sorry, that's really not the great thing to say. Anyway, so yeah, there's so many people that I would love to hear like accent impressions. I think those are really funny. Yeah, okay, so if you're hopping off, thank you for coming. I just saw someone say bye and then I lost the comment, but thank you for being here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so speaking of accents, I'm watching The Good Place right now. Nobody spoil it for me if you have watched it. I'm on season 3, like at the beginning of season 3, And I'm not going to spoil anything, but there was a part of it where somebody who has like a thick Australian accent is impersonating a southern accent, and it was so bad. It was hilarious. It was so bad. It just made me laugh so hard. And now we're talking about my bourbon face. Oh my gosh. I cannot drink like hard alcohol without my whole insides just like, well, not that I throw up, but you know what I mean? When you know when it feels like everything is like crawling out of you. Yeah, that's how it feels. And if you guys thought that my bourbon face was funny, just stay tuned, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. It might be a while, but just stay tuned, okay? I promise. We will see a resurgence of the bourbon face. Yeah. Okay, so what are we seeing here? Australian accents are the hardest to hide. Yeah, and Australian accents are really hard to do. One of my very best friends is from Australia, and it's just like very difficult to impersonate her accent. I can't do it. Okay. I feel like there was another thing that I saw. Uh-oh, I think I missed a question. If I missed a question, you can go ahead and say it again. Help. Okay. Oh, what is a wish list plant? That's the question that keeps coming up that I'm not seeing. Okay. Wish list plant. I would really like to find a philodendron melanochrysum cross varicosum. So, yeah, that is like the #1 thing I'm looking for. And listen to this, you guys. You want the tea? I'm gonna give you the tea. And if this person is on my live right now, there's probably like a 7% chance that that is happening. Like I really highly doubt they are. I'm not gonna give myself that much credit. And Leo is going crazy down here, so I'm gonna hold on to him. He always gets very confused when I talk on camera because he thinks I'm talking to him, and he's like, "Why aren't you looking at me then if you're talking to me?" Okay, so here's the tea. I joined a Facebook auction group a while ago. And I didn't really like that group that much because I was like, I like fundamentally don't really agree with Facebook, or not Facebook, but sorry. I like have issues with plant auctions because I think a lot of the time it's just people trying to see how much people will spend on a plant. That is my issue with it. And I have expressed that on my channel before, so that's not really the tea. But this group, after I looked further into it, I fundamentally don't agree with Facebook. Yes, it's a strange place. But after I did a little bit more research on this group, I found out that the sellers can create a reserve. So basically what happens is it's an auction page. So it's called like rare auction or something. Rare plant auction. I don't remember. Sorry, I'm butchering it. And basically you join the group and you basically, it's like each post is one single plant, and you have this whole page of information. The first page is like a white page full of info, and then the next couple of photos are the plant, obviously, in like many different angles. You know, gotta get all the angles, and so what you do is you just like auction in the comments. Easy, classic. Why did it take me 20 years to say that? I'm sorry. So, okay, so the thing about it is you can set a reserve, and when the reserve is met, that means the maximum amount that you want to sell the plant for, which I feel like is the most fair, but a lot of people don't like. Okay, Leo, you gotta calm down. You're making this really hard on Mom, okay? Can we calm down? Okay. Please, lay down. Okay, so once the reserve is met, the maximum reserve is met, the maximum bid is made. So if I'm selling like 2 cuttings of an elbow, let's just say it's a top cutting, and the most that I want someone to bid on that is $300. And yeah, and so once somebody bids $300, the person who is selling the plant says the reserve has been met. And so then nobody can bid above $300. Like the auction is closed. At least that is what I'm getting off of this. And so that feels a little bit more, that feels less shady to me because you're not seeing like who's gonna spend $1,000 on these 2 cuttings just to get the plant, you know? So I also thought that reserve was the minimum, but they use it as the maximum. Or maybe I'm just confused. The reserve is the minimum the seller will accept. Okay, I'm confused then. Because usually after the seller says the reserve has been met, nobody, oh. Oh my God, that just clicked. So it is shady. It's still shady. They won't sell until the reserve is met. You guys, this is why 219 heads are better than 1. Oh my God. So it still is a terrible situation. I'm so pissed. Dang it. Ah, my face is so red right now because I'm so mad. I genuinely thought that like they wouldn't ask for money past that. Okay. I need to get over this. I'm sorry. We have to move on. I'm embarrassed. I was like so much more optimistic about these plant situations. Consider this bubble burst, you know what I mean? Okay, anyway, so I do actually like that. I do actually like that group. But, okay, the tea. I still haven't gotten to the tea. This is what being my friend is like, okay? I just talk for so long, and then I don't even remember what I was trying to say. Okay. Thank you guys for your encouragement in this difficult time and being very kind to me in that moment. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, everybody. That was very nice. Okay, the tea. The tea. Let's start sipping the tea. Let me get some water. Okay, so basically, Leo needs to calm down. Okay, so I was bidding on this plant. It was a Melanochrysum verrucosum cross, and it was beautiful. It had like 4 leaves. It was like a foot tall, which I guess isn't that big, but the leaves looked pretty big. It's hard to tell with like online stuff. So anyway, I bid, I'm gonna tell you guys, whatever. It was 135, I think it got up to, no, I think it was 150 that I put, and no, 135. It was 135. Okay, so nobody was commenting on it. This was on a Facebook group. Nobody was commenting on it. I thought that I had one, okay? And I just like forgot to check on the auction like seconds before it ended. And listen to this. This was my mistake, okay? Seriously, like a few minutes before the auction ended, it had been days since anyone had commented on this, and it had been bumped, okay? It had been days. I really thought I had it. So I didn't like check up on it. Okay, 30 minutes before the auction ended or something like that, this person bid $5 more than me. Just let that sink in. $5 more. I missed it by $5. I guess $10 if I bid up. So had I been present in like the last hour-ish of the auction, I could have gotten that plant for probably $145, which might sound cringy, I know. But once you spend quite a bit of money on one plant, it just doesn't feel like much anymore, and you're like, I'll spend that much. It's not a big deal, you know? Ugh. It's a really tough cycle. So I was just really upset. And I know that that's like a technique in auctions, is to wait until the very last second and then bid. But I was like, that is shady. That is rude. Oh, I was so annoyed. So yeah, again, I'm just not a fan of auctions, and I feel like I'm never gonna win them because I'm not willing to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But yeah, so that is the situation. Other than that, I think that I have, a bunch of people are saying that they do that too. You guys are shady. Shady. I'm just kidding. All is fair in plants and war. I don't know if that works, but you know, if you have the energy to like sit at the auction and keep refreshing the page, more power to you. But I just kind of forgot about it. I thought I had it. So yeah, I guess I'm just upset at the system. So nothing can really be changed. That is how auctions work. So yes, that is a great reminder. Yeah, crazy plant man. Please tell me more what you mean. Okay. Want to decide my next purchase. I made an internet decides my plant video. Oh my gosh. Yes, I want to help you decide your next purchase. I'm extremely into that. Is that on your channel? If so, link that video in here. So we can all help you, but I would love to do that. So yeah, link that video in this chat so people can go watch it. Please make a shirt that says all is fair in plants and war. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Ah, there's so many fun merch ideas that come out of this kind of stuff. Okay, so I may have that plant right now because you've been air layering. Oh. Maybe you should send me a DM. I would love to chat because maybe we could trade. Or maybe I could buy it from you, you know? I would love to do that. Just let me know. Send me a DM. Slide into my DMs about that plant. If you're interested, obviously no pressure. Don't feel any pressure. I'm happy to discuss. Okay. Water for my plants, milk for my husband. Oh my God. That should be a t-shirt. Okay, let's listen to this. I was talking to Adam and Nicole, as we do. Ew, Leo. Gross. Ugh, he's using a bone that kind of sheds. And he just, like I said, he chews it on top of my leg. And it gets all over me. Okay, anyway. So I was talking to Adam and Nicole. And I was explaining to them that I had to stop by the grocery store to get water for my plants and milk for my husband. Because that is just my life now. My husband drinks a lot of milk. I don't even know where he puts it. He is the thinnest person. He's very fit and he drinks so much milk. I don't get it. If I, like, when we started, like, dating and I started drinking milk again, like, a lot more, I gained so much weight. It was the worst. I don't know where he puts it. But anyway, so yeah, when I go to the grocery store, I get distilled water for my plants. Basically, like, anthurium. I think that's really, oh, and my anthurium and my calathea get distilled water. I know. I said I would never do this. I literally think I said I'm never going to do that, and then I'm here buying jugs of water. So, yeah. Okay. The only thing I know how to layer is hair. Oh my God. Can you layer my hair? Because I seriously... I have 0 layers in this hair, and I feel like right now it looks okay because it's still partially wet from the shower, but it gets really, really frizzy, so it's not great. I was thinking about doing long layers, but is that like super 2000s? I don't know. It took me a long time to grow my hair all out to one length, so maybe if you have a recommendation. I just saw that pop up. So, oh, someone needs to do a video explaining what air layering is. I agree. But what I know, air layering is like propagating without cutting yet. Like you wrap moss around the nodes, I guess, and then it creates more of a root system into the moss. Sorry, I'm not eloquent with that because I've never done it, but I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. And then once you have a pretty significant root system, you just plant it, and it's a plant, and you don't have to worry about worrying about. Awesome, Becca. You don't have to worry about rooting it elsewhere. So, okay. Tropical Seductions did a video on it. Ooh, Gerard's horticulture. Okay, come on. Now I understand why Reb struggled with that so much. Did you guys watch Reb's video about like not making fun of, but like impersonating YouTubers? Okay, she struggled with Gerard's horticulture culture like so much, and I didn't understand why until I just tried to say it. That makes so much sense. She told me that she was gonna do me, but she couldn't find a wig that would be suitable, which is so funny. I think that was the issue. It was the wig. Okay, so The Crazy Plant Man also did a video about it. So if you are here and you did a video on the subject, you should link it so that people can go and find it. So definitely, like, yeah, let this be a resource. So if you wanna like plug your channel, this is the place. Please do that. I would love for this to be like a communal thing because I definitely don't know a lot about that kind of stuff. There are certain things that I'm just not familiar with because I haven't done it. So I would love for you guys to help out each other in that way. My saddest plant loss ever. Honestly, I think when my first Fittonia died, I was quite shocked. That really hurt. If you want to see my reactions or just like me reviewing plants that have died, I have a so far a 2-part series. I plan on doing it every year of my plants that have died, and I share just a little word on every single one. It's kind of like a funeral procession. So not a funeral procession, just like a funeral service for them. It's meant to be lighthearted. So I would definitely think that my first, my Fittonia was really sad. I took that hard because I thought I was like invincible. Have I ever tried to propagate cactus in water? No, I have not. I just would never do that because cactus propagates so much better in soil. I feel like the water would rot it. Just personally, I feel like it would. Maybe it wouldn't, but it just propagates so well in soil. So you don't really have to worry about that. You can maybe dust on some rooting hormone or cinnamon if you want to, if you want to help it a little bit. But basically, whenever I propagate a cactus, I cut it off from wherever it is, lay it down, and then pot it up into soil in a few days, and then I just never worry about it again because it takes immediately and the roots just grow really fast. So okay, so someone says that they bought a Hawaiian Linearis because of my video and now it's gone. Will I ever try again? So yes, when Plantarina came out with her plant shop, I think that she's mentioned that she was gonna do Linearis, and so I just kind of like held out, and then somebody messaged me. I forgot who. I always forget the names of specific people, but I remember conversations we had. I'm really sorry. But somebody messaged me and told me that they had that Plantarina was going to be stocking Linearis. So she had them in 4-inch options or 6-inch options. So I picked out a 6-inch because I'm ridiculous. And it's doing okay. I feel like it could be doing better. I don't know. I've heard that they do really well in semi-hydro, and I would consider converting it just to keep it alive, but it would probably be my only plant in semi-hydro because, to be honest with you, I'm just not really interested in semi-hydro. I don't know. I go through phases where I'm interested and phases where I'm like, I just have no need. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. But I don't know if it would be worth it to go I don't know if it'd be worth it to have just one plant in semi-hydro because you have to buy all the nutrients and stuff. So I'm not sure. Okay. Let's see what we've got. I love that you guys are connecting with each other. This is really great. Okay, so Sunshine State Plant says, I want Internet Decides My Plants to be my next video. I can DM you. It'd be fun for multiple creators to weigh in. I agree. I'm a Mikens girl, by the way. Oh, I'm Mikens girl, by the way. Yes, I know who you are. When I first read the comment, I thought you said I'm a girl, by the way. And I was like, did I misgender somebody? Oh, no. Okay, yes. I remember who you are. Thank you. Okay. Do I have any tips for holding down a pole? Do I? I've got some tips. Just kidding, I'm sorry. Okay. Inappropriate. So I would say just bury it in the soil. So let it be in the pot So don't put it at the very top of the pot. You want it to be like at least down to here probably. So I usually will make my, like the bottom part of my moss pools naked so that it isn't weird in the soil. I don't know. Sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I do. It just depends. So yeah, that's how I get them to stay upright. And then also I tether them to the plant so that the plant and the pole can just kind of like hang out and become one. So, okay. My favorite cactus. I really, well, it's not a cactus, but it's a euphorbia. I really like the white ghost euphorbia. I think that's my favorite. And then as far as cactus goes, I think that anything in like the Myrtillo cactus genre is really beautiful. Those are a lot of blue cactus. So I really love those a lot. I think that they're just really beautiful. Okay, people are enjoying the joke. I'm glad that you liked the joke. Usually I edit that stuff out, but I can't do that here. So this is me. I'm 12, so thank you. Okay, I feel like I'm caught up. This is really cool. And we've been going for 50 minutes. So let me know if you guys feel like this is good or if you want to continue. I can do a little bit longer if you guys are into it. Let me know because I can handle it if you can handle it. But I know that if people have to go, they have to go because it might be late for you or it might be really early. I'm not sure. What's the least fussy plant in my collection? I think like this plant right here is so easy, so easy. Also, just like my other Monstera delicioso, the younger one, is really easy too. Those are really, to be quite honest with you, my least fussy plants. And also my, what's your name? Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. Ugh, God, that's always hard to say. Anytime I say that in a video, you can bet your butt that I have edited out myself saying it wrong at least 3 times. But I think that I was irritating people, so I stopped leaving that in. And now it just looks like I know how to say it, and I still don't because I still struggle with that word. How far is the window from where my Monstera is? So, probably like, if I'm taking like my height into account, maybe like 7 feet away from an east-facing window. And it's not always sitting right here. I kind of put it right here because I put a greenhouse in place of where this plant used to live. And I just don't know where to put it. So I have it here. I feel like it would be too distracting to have in the background of my videos because it's massive. And look at this plant as compared to this one. This plant is so dumb. So yes, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I'm just kind of holding out. I don't know. It's difficult. Can Monsteras grow in water? Yeah, a lot of plants can grow fully in water as long as they get the proper nutrients, because obviously water doesn't have nutrients, so you can use a liquid fertilizer for plants that live in water. Okay, what was the other one? Any plant you never liked and then social media changed your mind? Yes, I can admit this. The Pilea peperomioides was that plant for me. I did not see the hype of that plant at all. I really didn't like it. And then I bought one off of a friend for like 25 bucks or something at the time. And now I love it. I think it's really cute. And the ones that I have left, ouch! No! Sorry. He just bit me really hard. He's trying to play and I don't want to play. Puppy problems. Okay. Yeah, so the plants that I have left from that Pilea are, they're doing okay. They're not doing amazing, but yeah, they are alive. So, okay. Do I have any tips for Do I have any tips for keeping up with watering when you have a large collection and your life's become too hectic? Okay, number 1 tip would be to consider downsizing your collection. That's always an option. another tip is to water your plants in phases, so you're not watering every single one at the same time. That's what I do right now. I think that I have like 70 plants inside, and it's really not bad. It doesn't feel like there's a lot going on at like any given moment, because I just water them in phases. Hold on, I'm bringing this closer just in case I have to plug in my phone. So yeah, I water them in phases, and it doesn't feel like too much, honestly, when I'm able to do that. So this section back here all gets watered at the same time, and I think that I need to repot this plant because the soil is drying out really, really fast, and it's usually not that thirsty. So I feel like it's outgrowing that pot. I need to check on the roots. So that is that situation. Okay, this girl needs to back it up. Let's see. I got a puppy on Sunday, so I feel your pain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, puppies hurt. But it is worth it. It is very worth it. He's very cute and a very good friend. Okay, do I have any controversial plant opinions? I think that my, like, disdain for, I see my, like, I have, like, oh God. This question always stumps me. I feel like I talked about a lot of my uncommon plant opinions in my, like, plant debates video. Let me think back to things that I said that people were like, yes. I don't know. I think that bottom watering is stupid. I'm just gonna say that. It's not stupid. It works for a lot of people, but I don't like it. It's time consuming, and I don't like doing that. It makes me feel weird. I don't want to bottom water, and I don't want to follow people's advice who tell me to do it. So yeah, that's one of my opinions. I feel like I have a lot of opinions, but it's just like of silly things. Like this thing of houseplants that we practice is so silly. Like it's really not that serious. So I don't want to make anybody upset by like being really like, I don't like this. But what else? Whatever. I'll just say some things. I don't like the philodendron Birkin. I think it's ugly. And I think that, I don't know. I just don't like it. I feel like it's one of those really trendy plants, and it's trendy, and that's why people have it, because I just personally don't like it. I don't see it. Okay. Simmer down pot roast. Thanks. Okay. Let's see. Can we get another vintage Better Home and Gardens video? I really want to do more videos like that for sure. Excuse me, for sure. Like showing more like books and just like talking about them, because hey, can you please? It's just so loud when you bite that on my leg. Because I think that I have a really interesting perspective. I don't know, because I studied literature and I look at books just a little bit deeper than others might. So I really like the idea of doing that kind of a series. But to be honest with you, like from a business standpoint, I don't know if anybody really cares about this, but it wasn't a very well performing video. And so with that being said, it's not like all my videos are gonna have a ton of views, but you kind of want a video that gets a lot of views to come around every once in a while. So I might wait just a little bit. I might just wait a little bit before I do another one, but I personally really enjoy them. And I think like as a creator, it's important to mix in things that you really like and things that you know will get views. And not to say that I do videos for views, that's really not the case at all, but there are some videos that like I know while I'm making the video, yeah, this video is probably going to get a lot of views because it's something that maybe people have been asking about, or I don't know, things like that. It's like a common video in the plant world. I know that people will watch it. So I do a lot of videos that I personally like, whether or not it gets views. And I think that's important because that helps me to keep liking this, because it's not like I'm paying the bills off of YouTube, you know what I mean? So if I'm going to be spending this much time, I want to do what I want. So, okay. Do I have any care tips for Begonia maculata? I don't have a Begonia maculata. I would really love to have one, but I don't have one. I'm sorry. I can't give you any tips for that. Let's see. Okay. All right. So, Amy. Okay, if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. I'm so scared to say names. But Amy, thank you for being here. You've always been a wonderful viewer, and I love hearing from you in the comments. So thank you for being here. And have a good night. Do I ship merch internationally? Yes, I do. I have really cute international stamps, and I've only used 3 of them, which is sad. So if you are from another country, just know that I do ship internationally. I would, like, with over, sorry, not with over half, but like with probably 40% of my audience being overseas, like in other countries, it would be kind of silly if I didn't include you guys, because you guys are huge supporters here. So obviously I want you guys to be able to rep some De La Plants stuff. So I do, especially with the stickers, because it's just an international stamp. So if you are interested in getting a sticker, please don't let being international hold you back. It is free shipping. So, okay. Cool. Thanks, Adam. I'm excited to get a maculata from you. My second begonia. Let me know if you want anything from me, you know, of course, always let me know. That's for Adam. Sorry, because we're going to a plant swap this weekend. Okay. Yeah, I would say that that's a really big percentage of people who are out of the States, Pam. I don't know why exactly. I'd be interested, like we said, to look at analytics. We should definitely talk about analytics, us plant YouTubers, because, yeah. I think it's cool. But yeah, like a lot of people who follow me don't live in the United States, which personally I love because I like international friends. Maybe I'll have a few couches to sleep on if I ever do a little bit of traveling. Or maybe not, because maybe the people offering are creepy and I want to be careful. But if any of you are, you know, not weird, we can maybe hang out. But I'll get my own place, you know? Okay, let's see. There's no plant tubers in Australia. That is true, there's not too many, but I do know Scott Grows an Avocado Tree is over in Australia, and so is Ants in My Plants. She's also in Australia. So if you guys are interested in some like Australia specific content, they both, if someone here, like another YouTuber, wants to link those 2 channels that I just mentioned, Scott and Ants in My Plants, please do. And if you know anybody else from Australia, go ahead and link them, because I think it's important to have like representation in your country, in your place. Because, you know, a lot of the time when you give and receive plant advice, it's important to like understand where that person lives who's giving the advice, because when I give plant advice, I usually suggest to fertilize even like super lightly throughout the winter time, because plants here still grow mostly throughout the winter, but there are places that is not a thing at all. So that might be bad advice for some people, but for people who live in my region, that is good advice. So definitely be mindful when you take advice, and you know, follow people who are local creators if there are any, and if there are no local creators, become the local creator. You know, take initiative. If it's something that's been in the back of your mind, you should do that. I was actually watching a YouTuber who was talking about how, you know, she was answering a question like, is there still room in the beauty community for more people? And she was like, absolutely. Like, there's no way that every single type of skin, hair, person combination or whatever is being represented. So, I don't know. It's just really important that representation happens, and that's really super possible with something like YouTube, because it really is just pressing record and uploading a video. So anyway, representation culturally and representation just like climate-wise. I don't know if that's like the right thing, but you know what I mean. Like it's important to like know people from your area because they give better advice than I would. Okay. Okay, we have more people from Australia getting shouted out. That's awesome. Not sure why you'd come to St. Paul, Minnesota, but you can sleep on my couch. That's very nice. Thank you. And actually, Minnesota is a place that I've wanted to visit for a long time, and the like St. Paul, Minneapolis, is that the Twin Cities? Anyway, the Twin Cities plant community is incredible. Like so many people in it. There's so many awesome people. So definitely a great community to get involved in. And like I really want to like travel around to a bunch of different developed plant communities and just like see what's going on. That's one of the ones that I would really love to see. And yeah, Pam lives there. Pammy's Planty Things lives there. So all the more reason to go visit. Regionally, thank you, Pam. I saw that comment too late. So it's important to follow people who are like regionally similar to you as well because they give better advice than others. Not for lack of knowledge, but just for lack of like experience in your area. So, okay, any plant tubers in Maryland? I don't know, actually. There is a plant tuber in Washington, D.C. That might not be at all close to Maryland. I'm not very familiar with the Boss Wash area, but there is a woman, Terracotta DC Terracotta or Terracotta DC, who's in, yeah, Washington, D.C. So that might be a little bit more similar to Maryland. I think maybe I just sound really dumb right now and like, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Love your channel and your bang game is strong. Thank you. It was a long time coming. I wanted bangs for a really long time and then I finally just did it. So I'm glad that I did. If you're thinking about getting bangs, you should do it too. Okay. Jacqueline's Jungle is in New York. And DC is close to Maryland. Okay, thank you. That's what I thought. Plant tubers in New York. Okay, we got that. So yeah, that would be... Yeah, if you guys are also, I mean, I'm sure that all of the people who are probably on this live are probably like in my content consistently. But if you're not, maybe if you're new or you don't know about it, you can check out the Instagram account Indoor Jungle Directory to find plant people near you. Sorry, I'm watching Leo. He's tossing around his bone. But yeah, you can check out the Instagram account Indoor Jungle Directory. And you can maybe find plant friends near you through that. So hopefully that's helpful for anybody. If anyone has questions about that, you can definitely just DM that Instagram account. It's called Indoor Jungle Directory. Exactly how it sounds. No underscores or anything. Oh my gosh, if you want to come to London, I will take you to Kew Gardens, the original and first glass house and world collection of tropical plants. I had no idea that was in London. Okay, booking my trip tomorrow. That is incredible. Oh my gosh. Okay, and sometimes, let me know if any of you guys do this, but sometimes I go on Zillow to just like look at houses in certain areas, like really for no reason, just because, I don't know, I'm interested. And I was looking at houses in the London area, like not London city, but like the outskirts. I don't know what it's called there, but we would call that the suburbs in the United States. Anyway, so but I was looking and a lot of the houses had something called a conservatory, which is basically like a greenhouse. And I think that's so cool. Oh, don't do that. That's toxic. Anyway, a lot of them have like greenhouses attached to their houses called a conservatory. And I don't think that it's really meant to be a greenhouse. I think it's mostly just meant to be like a sunroom, maybe because it's so cold or it doesn't get a lot of sun. Obviously, I know absolutely nothing about England. But anyway, that was something that was so cool. And that is definitely something that I'm looking for in a future home, is like a little greenhouse or a conservatory, they call it, which I think is really cool. I think that in the United States, we call it a sunroom. But, oops, I'm sorry. I just hit you in the face. Okay. If my calathea dries out fast, can I put Spagna Moss in the soil, or what do you suggest? The Spagna Moss will probably dry out just as quickly as the rest of the soil, in my personal opinion. Maybe somebody can weigh in on that. But I have mixed in Spagna Moss with soil before, and it works really great. I don't think that it really retained moisture necessarily. I just used it so that I wouldn't have so much soil. But if your soil is drying out too fast, I would consider less perlite or pumice or things like that, like additives. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. And that has happened to me before. I talked about it in hold on, I just got an email. Oops, I'll have to check on that later. What was I talking about? I just lost my train of thought. Okay, I'm back. Well, I still don't remember what I was talking about, but okay, yeah, moss. So yeah, I've used moss before in soil and it worked out okay. It wasn't super great, it wasn't super bad, but in the past I have had plants dry out too fast, and it was because I had too much like pumice in the soil. Okay. Can I do, hold on, I just saw a question. Oh, can I do a plant DIY again? Okay, I want to do a DIY plant thing again. If you didn't see the video, it was a collab with Harley, and a lot of people found my channel through that, which was really cool. But I did a plant DIY exchange, and so basically that just meant that I thrifted a big box of stuff, and then I sent it to her, and then she thrifted a big box of stuff and sent it to me, and then we made plant DIYs out of it. So I would really, really like to do that again with someone else or just myself. That would be a really fun video. I have a few ideas as to what I would do. Oh my gosh, it's 4 a.m. Go to sleep. Thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh. I think we were talking on Instagram earlier, but you should go to sleep. That's so late. Or early now. But anyway, so I would be interested in doing another video like that. There were some things in the box from Harley, well, specifically that like long stick thing that I didn't use, because I was like, what? I was so confused. And also yeah, that video was like filmed, edited, and posted almost in the same 24-hour cycle. So it was really rushed, and it was really difficult, and I did not have time to waste trying to think of something for that one. So I do have some ideas for more DIYs if you guys want me to like do another video like that. I would really like that. Okay. I have a grow light on a timer. How do I know what times to have it set to be on and off? I think that grow lights should be on for like 16 hours. Probably 16 hours a day, or at least 12 hours a day, I'm pretty sure. But okay, so someone has a Reader's Digest for plants from the 70s for me. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that you wanted to send it to me. If that's what you're asking, I'll give you my mailing address. That's really nice of you. But have a good night. Thank you for being here, and send me a DM if you do want to send it to me. I'm not sure if I read that wrong, and I'm assuming that you're going to send me a Reader's Digest. Okay. So, okay, a lot of people do, okay. Rachel from Heart Shaped Leaves says she does 12 on, 12 off, and I believe her, so do what she says. I think that mine stay on for around 12 hours, but I don't have a timer. I just kind of come in here when I wake up, turn it on, and then before I go to bed, turn it off. So I usually wake up at like 8, and then I turn it off at like 10, so that's like 14 hours on. So maybe that's too much, actually. I don't know. Okay, let's see. So I think that I might be shutting it down. Excuse me. I think that I might be shutting it down because we've been on here for over an hour, which is a long time. So thank you guys all for being here. If there are any last minute questions, please comment it now and I will answer it. We'll do like a lightning round. What's one plant that I can't keep alive? Oh, okay, Monstera siltepecana. For some reason, I just have issues with it. And I have one right now that I am doing a little bit better with. It has one leaf, and I'm trying my best. So we will see how that one goes. But, okay. So that one I just struggle with. Maybe because the leaves are kind of thin, and I don't do super well with thin leaves because I underwater everything. But that one's coming back. When is the next live? Okay, so I would consider doing lives like consistently, like maybe every other Wednesday or maybe every Wednesday if I can. I don't know. What do you guys think? So if you're still here, let me know what kind of schedule you would like for this. If you like lives, so yeah, let me know if you guys want to see this weekly, bi-weekly, stuff like that. That would be really helpful for me. Okay, I'm getting some advice for siltepecana. Thank you. Do I companion any of your indoor plants? I think that means do I pot any of them together in the same pot? I think that's what that means. And yes, I do. I have a lot of like small philodendron cuttings in the same pot, like companion together. I don't have a trio star. I am interested in getting a trio star, but I don't have one, so I cannot help out with that one. But okay, we like the idea of weekly lives and once a month live book club. That is so fun. I love that idea. A book club. That's a really good idea. That would also get me reading more often. Yeah, that's a great idea. And of course, if I do weekly, I wouldn't expect everyone to be here every time. That's a little bit, I feel like that might be a little crazy, but definitely if you are available when the time comes, I would love to have you guys here. No pressure to be here every time because I put out content every Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes on Sunday now. So that's 3 videos a week. That's 3 times you're seeing my face, so it's quite a bit. So if you want a break from this mug, I totally understand. And thank you for being here, Cody. I really, really appreciate you and your friendship and being here. You're the best. Okay, so we love the idea of a book club. Make a t-shirt with my logo. Definitely have like t-shirts and tote bags in mind for sure. Yeah, it's just a little bit more difficult with the way that I want to do it, but so it might take a little bit more time, but I do have more merch coming. I'm very excited about it. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for being here. I think that is, I think that's all, that's going to be all. But I'm seeing a request. So if you are interested in being in a book club group, how about I'm gonna make this a little bit more difficult on you, okay? Because that will make it easier for me. So I'm sorry if this is inconvenient, but you gotta really want it here. You can send an email to hello@delaplants.com if you want to be added to a monthly book club. I would very seriously consider doing that if you guys are interested. Maybe if there's like, I don't know if there would be a minimum number of people, but if you are interested, I'll put the email address in the box right here, so you can just copy and paste it into your like email or whatever. But that's just a lot easier for me to find than going through like Instagram DM. I just thought to do that and I was like, no, that's a terrible idea. So let me just do hello@delaplants.com. So I just put that in the comments. And then my website, delaplants.com/ I think it's shop, but I just put my website in there as well. So if you want to look at my sticker and get a sticker, you can just go to my website. And obviously you are under no obligation to buy anything from me. Please just understand that. I'm not expecting anything. It's just a fun thing if you guys want a sticker. So yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do. So again, if you are interested in doing a monthly book club, I am on Goodreads, so maybe we can do something with that. But send me an email to hello@delaplants.com if you want to check out a sticker, go on my website. And I do ship internationally, so just let you know that I do ship internationally. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Left side heart right over here. Sleep well, all of you that stayed up late, and I will definitely be doing a live at a time that is more convenient for you guys, because I understand that we don't all live in the United States. So thank you guys for being here despite the late hour for some of you. So if you had any extra questions, you can also email me. I put the email, and I will see you guys later. I need to figure out how to turn this off without it being super weird. Oh, I think I just pressed the X. Okay. Good night, you guys.